Hi, Katie. How you doing today?
Doing awesome. Having a really good day.
Okay, so today is your last day for the mastermind. We've done an intense 3 months actually. And I want you to share with me what is the biggest aha moment breakthrough that you had.
I think the biggest moment was just realizing that all of this is like doable and that I'm capable of doing it. And once we started talking about the sales script and how to deliver the sales pitch and being prepared and always being prepared with notes or anything to keep yourself like in line with it, that was like when it hit for me that this is something that I'm more than capable of doing. And gave me kind of even more confidence in what can happen and what's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's there. And so I think for you was the biggest thing that I felt working together was clarity. So you kind of already knew your target market, but knowing how you wanted to deliver that program, knowing how you wanted to your system.
Oh yeah,
that was a big breakthrough for you. Understanding that we needed to offer more than just a nutrition and a training plan. We needed to be more than that. We needed to be health coaches. I thought that was really big for you because it wasn't clear for a minute. So at the beginning, you were more focused on courses and and that was very overwhelming. And then we switched to high ticket coaching, which is less clients, more money, and better results and more impact too, because they really transform. So I want you to tell me what is the most important thing that you learned from this mastermind.
I
know there's been a lot. It's been a lot of lessons.
Yeah, but
if you can pick one.
I feel like just the general thing is just organization. But something that has been so helpful is just how to repurpose content and how to use that on so many different platforms. And then that goes with organization of if you keep yourself organized, then you can use one video for multiple different platforms. And so you're not putting in that hours of recording over and over again.
I think when I shared that, when we did that call and I shared how much I used one video, how I got this video and reformatted for TikTok and Pinterest and LinkedIn and all of the platforms and email and blogs and just one video, I think all of you guys went like, whoa.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense now to shoot all this content and batch it and then distribute in different platforms to make sure it's worth your time, because it's so hard to shoot the content to start with. You want to maximize it instead of just post it and then years later, everybody's forgot about that piece. And also reusing it. So if a piece is really good, you can use it again a few months later. That's also very important. So why did you choose me? I know we have a relationship, some people don't know, but just you say, why did you choose me to be your business coach?
I looked into a few different options and I really wanted to make like a big move. I was ready. And I know that from what I've seen you, like how you show yourself, even on social media, you're a very honest and genuine person. You don't seem like you're trying to fake it. And I think that showing your own vulnerability allows people to kind of trust in you. And that's how I felt too, as like a potential client to work with you. I felt like, okay, she's real, she gets it. And your own story of how you started is just like, okay, done deal.
If she can do it, so can I.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think being vulnerable is very important. And I think a lot of business coaches, what they go wrong is that they just sound like a sales pitch again and again and again. And I think they lose a little bit of their personal brand along the way. But yeah, so we already had a relationship before because you actually have been my client as well.
Yeah.
For quite some time for the bikini competitions.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
I know. Go figure.
Okay, so what would you say to someone that is wanting to join, that wants to join She's Got Brands, wants to be a member of the mastermind? What would you tell them? If they have any doubt, what would you say to them?
This is like totally worth your time, worth your money, and it's investing in yourself and in your future. And by putting a little bit of effort in somewhere that makes you a little uncomfortable ends up allowing you to flourish even greater. And so throughout the whole program, there's constant reinforcement as well as constant like evaluation of our own barriers through our own personal growth and development. And that I think is the biggest part. So if you have something holding you back and you're worried that it's not going to happen, even through the process, you're constantly evolving and growing. And that's just another aspect that's going to allow you to become even more, prosperous. Don't give up. Just go for it.
Yes. And I think what happens is sometimes business coaches will group individuals together all the time, and they won't offer the one-on-one. And the one-on-one is really what makes you move forward, because with the group coaching, everybody's in different levels. So it's very hard to, even if you're learning, it's very hard to customize it to what you're currently at. Even if people are beginners, but they have there's so many different niches in the fitness industry that is completely different. So I feel that that's when it goes wrong, because it's not customized to the individual. And I think having the one-on-one is really what makes you move forward.
Yeah.
And it's almost like somebody's holding your hand and somebody is expecting you to have this done by next week. So you can't fail. You have to get it done. So it's like the accountability of the check-ins. I feel that really moves people forward.
I would totally agree. Like even before a meeting, I always think, okay, what have I done this week? Like even if it's on like a Monday and I might have like most stuff I've been working on, I'll think like, what can I kind of wrap up a little bit more? Or should I post that to a Trello board? And I try and like wrap up even my thoughts to be ready to, okay, what are we going to talk about and what can I show? So it definitely keeps you accountable too.
Yes, and I have here messy board, but you pretty much, this is the productivity planner just for the last 2 weeks. We haven't done it before. We had it on our Trello boards, of course, but not like this, like the last few things to actually have a amazing business setup with all your systems in place. And it's pretty much all done. I feel really accomplished with you. And the biggest one is that for the longest time, not the longest time, but like for the first couple of months, you actually were in learning mode and not taking a lot of action because you didn't have enough clarity.
Yeah.
So I feel that once you actually we got deeper and deeper and you finally, whoa, then you're like, oh, now I'm moving. Now I'm moving like turbo speed. Now I'm running.
That's like how my life
That was
works.
really cool to see, because you were a little bit stuck for a second, and that's normal because it's also uncomfortable and you don't want to make a mistake. So I definitely am here for you not to make those mistakes. So I'm glad that you actually didn't rush it and let it evolve into what it's evolving right now.
Yeah, now it's just like assembling the pieces. I needed those thoughts to come, and now it's like assembling, which is good.
And so we are all done with all the lessons. We pretty much studied everything that have helped me make a very big fitness business. And right now it's just implementing all the little things too. There's just a few things that is like, but it's not time yet, but they're coming. All right, well, that is all for today. Thank you so much for this little talk, and thank you for being such an awesome client. You've been great to work with.
Yeah,
and I talk so cheesy when they put the camera on me. I talk so cheesy.
That's how I feel too. I'm like, let me give her a good response, even though it's how I feel. But it's also like I always go into this like professional cheesy mode, and I'm like,
that is funny. Well, I'm gonna stop recording.